Hello, lovelies. This is 5 Minute Manifesting, and I'm your host, Lovey Brown. Thank you so much for listening today. I am thrilled that you are here. So today I want to talk about revising on the spot. So revision or revising is a tool that Neville Goddard coined, and it's changing the past with manifesting. And so what it is that you go back into your imagination and you know of something that happened in your past, and you change it deliberately to what you would have wanted to have happened. And even though, it may not feel as if you've changed it in the past, you have. And it's going to change your present circumstances and your future circumstances. Even though you may not see it right away, this really does work. It's really amazing what it does. And so I want to talk about revising kind of immediately as soon as you know, like, oh, that's not what I wanted to have said, or that's not what I wanted to have happened or said to me. And so I recently received an email that was not what I wanted to receive. And I got it, and I was disappointed, and I was feeling those feelings. And then, like, moments, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, it wasn't very long, in the circumstance where I was like, wait a minute, I want to revise this. I'm going to revise it. And I revised it right then. On the spot, in my imagination, I went into my imagination and I revised that email that I had just received just a couple of minutes before. And while I was revising it, I was still in my imagination. I feel a little buzz in my phone, and I get a second email from that same person changing what the email had said as I was doing it. So this is a revising on the spot success story from me. And I was like, oh, this is really awesome. And now I'm not saying that it'll always work instantly for you like that. I mean, it hasn't always worked instantly for me like that, but this time it did, and it was really awesome. And so I got the answer I wanted by revising immediately, right on the spot. And so I know that this can work for you too. And so all you do is, like, so in this example, it was an email. All you do is you go in your imagination and you visualize, or you touch base with what you would have wanted the email to say, or the letter to say, or the text message to say. Or if it's a conversation with a person, voice to voice, even if you're talking to them and they don't show signs of changing their mind in that conversation, you go immediately into your imagination and hear them say something different than what they're saying. Now, in 3D reality, you make sure that you're kind of going along with whatever they're saying, and you do your best to, like, understand what's in 3D reality versus what's in your imagination. We all have to do that. But it doesn't hurt to keep in touch in your imagination with what you want to hear. So Neville Goddard has a story about this, and it's the one where the person really wants the opera recording. And he goes to the record store. He visualizes it, like it's sold out everywhere, but he visualizes having it. He goes to the record store and he talks to the clerk, and the clerk is like, it's all sold out. And in his imagination, he says, that's not what I heard you say. But he also, and out loud, he says, okay, well, thank you. And then he says, well, you really shouldn't be advertising it if you don't have it, because there's an advertisement of it up on the shelf of the store. And the clerk was like, you're right. And so the clerk goes to take down this supposed advertisement of this recording. And when he takes it down, it's the recording of the opera that the man wanted. And he's like, oh, well, this is the full recording. And he sells it to him. And so that's another on-the-spot revision that worked. And so revision on the spot really can work, and I hope that you will give it a try. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you manifest exactly what you want. Just a quick reminder, I do have a couple of books on Amazon, so take a look there if you want some extra help manifesting. So thank you so much for listening.